up on the other side.
It offers an EPA estimated 21 miles per gallon highway. Better than Toyota Tundra. The GMC Sierra. Made by GM. Surprised?
Or get this Sierra with an EPA estimated 20 highway MPG for $17,923 during the Buick Pontiac GMC Red Tag event. Plus get the best coverage in America. See your local Buick Pontiac GMC dealer today.
I started Sam Adams to give people great, fresh beer.
Well, he insists upon quality. Everything's got to be A+.
Over the years, I've been in stores all over the country just checking on the freshness and the quality of Sam Adams.
Right from the beginning, here he is the owner of the whole company coming in, rolling up the sleeves and doing the work.
We check every Sam Adams, make sure that all the beer is fresh. If the beer is beyond freshness, we buy it back.
When you taste Sam Adams, the peak of its freshness, there's nothing better.
Beep! Happy holidays. Howard's phone. Howard doesn't have AT&T, which means no bars way out here. So he never got the call from his friend telling him to thaw the turkey before he deep fries it. Otherwise, it could, you know, explode. Yeah, we missed that call. I'm missing some beard.
Switch to the network with the best coverage, AT&T. More bars in more places. Buy a quick messaging phone and get one free after mail-in rebate.
Commitment creates champions. Dedication, perseverance, and teamwork are hallmarks of those who achieve. The NCAA is proud to say thank you to our corporate champions and partners who recognize the important role of athletics and education. By supporting them, you help us create America's champions for tomorrow.
Big Red making big waves in their house. The streak is over. And they have handed Penn State their first set loss of the year and are back in the match trailing 2-1. And now, how do the big dogs respond in their quest for a second consecutive title? 2-1 Penn State over Nebraska, but the Huskers big in the third, 25-15. And let's take a look at our Pontiac high performance moment. Big time for Light and Lawson.
And it really started with exactly what Cook wanted. He wanted them to serve lights out, literally and figuratively, and they got a couple of early aces, put Penn State on its heels. Penn State never recovered. Penn State has two great middle blockers. Between them, they got one attempt that whole third set because the offense broke down so badly.
I don't remember where Glass didn't have to move or was able to be stationary to make a set that entire game.
Maybe one good pass. Their passing completely broke down. That's the only hope Nebraska has. Now they know it's possible. No team this whole season knew that that was possible. With this crowd behind them, anything can happen.
So what do we expect now from Penn State? First time that they're breaking that huddle coming off a loss in a set.
Well, they have been more focused on not a set or a point, but an hour and a half, a 2-hour match, as Coach Rose mentioned in the press conference yesterday. It's probably nice to get the monkey off their back, but they need to get back to controlling the ball well on their serve.
And a service error for the Huskers. Their serve kept them in it and enabled them to win set number 3.
Interesting. Nebraska switched back to Anderson being the first server, and Penn State starting in yet a different lineup. You can start in any one of 6 lineups depending on which player you want as your first server.
Lindsey Light at 6'5" has been going over, through, around the Penn State block all night. Tara Mueller serving. Glass, Hodge, and look at the difference when she gets a good pass, how effective they are.
With a good pass, the Nebraska block has to honor Krista Hormato. She came around and tied 2 blockers to her. That left a one-on-one for Hodge. Easy put away.
And there's the stuff. Armato alongside Glass. Krista, who's been quiet, is really the center of this team and their emotional leader. And when she showed fire when they were in trouble against Cal, that's when they turned things around. Wilberger gets the kill. Point Nebraska. Armato, the 6'2 senior from Aliquippa, PA, the top hitter in the nation. The ESPN, the magazine, academic All-American of the Year this season.
Coach Cook says every so often you get a throwback player, and she's one of those few that he'd love to sign to coach forever. Just great stock from Western Pennsylvania, and he had a player like that, and his assistant coach now, Salima Rockwell, another one of those few that he'd love to coach.
Larson. Light. Penn State not talking about who's going to get to that loose ball.
Well, now it gets interesting because Penn State's never been challenged like this, pushed this hard, or as some coaches would say, punched in the face. Now, how do they respond? A little hesitation there. That's not a great sign right off the bat.
Glass tried to go over on two. Larson. Tip doesn't get down. Hodge coming out of the back. A lot of traffic right there for Penn State. Light with the blast. Fawcett. Hodge stuffed by Glass and Armato.
That's a tough one. I don't know if I would run Jordan Larson right into traffic like that. It's, I think, better to keep things spread out so that Wilson has no chance to get there, maybe a one-on-one. When she runs right in the middle, she's running into the meat, the heart of that Penn State defense.
Larson tried to go deep, didn't get it. Point Penn State.
And there again is an example of what a block will do. Often earn you 2 or 3 points. The block, then you get in the hitter's head, and she's trying to avoid the block. The next time goes right out of bounds. Another point, a free one.
Anderson, quick hitter to Gates. Amanda Gates with the kill.
Coach Cook gives Anderson so much credit. She's one of those, got the rare thing that the great ones do of helping her teammates to believe in themselves, and she makes everyone around her better.
Rachel Schwartz. Glass looking to Fawcett. Oh my goodness.
But Schwartz hanging in there. She's one of those 3 seniors that Coach Cook gives so much credit for, turning it around, bringing the fun back. That's her job. Bring the love and the fun. Although that wasn't a lot of love coming from the other side of the net there.
Larson tried to return the favor. That's blocked. Oh, Ariel Wilson with the pound.
Well, watch out. Nebraska might have gotten Penn State just a little irritated.
Timeout with Penn State leading Nebraska 7-4 here in the 4th set of the national semifinals. The winner moving on to the championship. When we come back, we'll explain, hey, what's up with the different colored jersey? When we return.
ABC, your NBA destination for a Christmas Day doubleheader. First, unwrap a duel between bitter Western Conference rivals as the Spurs ride into Phoenix to battle the Suns. Then, it's the highly anticipated finals rematch.
The Celtics pouring it on.
Kobe and the Western Conference leading Lakers are looking for revenge, but the defending champs are out to prove they're still the class of the league. NBA Christmas Day doubleheader presented by Sony Pictures Paul Blart Mall Cop. Spurs, Suns, and Celtics Lakers Christmas Day on ABC.
At their basic price, the phone company gives you unlimited calls locally. At $24.99, Vonage gives you unlimited calls nationally. All of Canada and Puerto Rico, plus free calls to 5 countries in Europe, and pennies a minute around the globe, including Mexico. Vonage works by connecting your high-speed internet with your phone. Get more of the world, just $24.99 a month. Call 877-4VONAGE and get your first month free.
2-1, Penn State with the lead over Nebraska here in the 4th now with Penn State up early, and it's time now for the Home Depot Coaching Clinic.
Hi, my name is Roberta Holhouse.
Hi, my name is Kayla Bainworth.
The libero is one of the most unique positions in volleyball.
The libero is a defensive specialist that plays only in the back row.
I wear a different colored jersey than my teammates.
I can serve.
I can enter the match at any time.
I cannot spike.
I cannot block.
The libero is a huge part of any team's defense.
Now the Home Depot coaching clinic, both of them, by the way, leading their team in digs right now.
And in fact, Caleb Vanworth was pivotal in that comeback that Nebraska had, scoring 9 straight points last week. She served 8 of those at Washington to get them from down 9-3 to up 12-9.
Larson back to serve. Another strong serve from Jordan. Free ball. Mueller up against one blocker for the... Another tough serve will give Nebraska an opportunity. Anderson, the back set to Light, and she misfires.
That one hurts. Coach Cook little down about that golden opportunity. Whenever you can chip away at Nebraska, you've got to get it when you do everything right on the serve, but then don't do it on offense.
2-point swing on an error like that. Gates trying to make up for it. Got that one by Ariel Wilson.
With authority.
These 3 seniors, all from the state of Nebraska. Gates, Larson, Schwartz, fighting so desperately last weekend to get home to play out their careers. And here they are in Omaha trying to stay alive and get back to the championship match.
There's Larson showing her blocking prowess. She wasn't sure how far toward the sideline Wilson was going to go. Read it perfectly. 2 hands way across the net.
Glass, Wilson, Larson got a piece of it. They'll go back outside to Jordan. Gets it in. Point Huskers.
Penn State keeps running it right at the best blocker for Nebraska right now. Jordan Larson, a stuff and a perfect control block.
Fawcett stuffed. Tie ball game.
Again, Penn State stuck in a rotation without Hermato. Hermato out of the game now. Her position's in the back row.
Penn State scrambling. Anderson. Gates. Got it. Schwartz serves. Another overpass. Nebraska is taking Penn State right out of its rhythm.
Attention homeowners. Are you about to lose your home? Are you behind on your mortgage?
You could stay in your home with lower payments. I did. The government is not going to bail you out. Don't allow them to take your home. One phone call could make the difference.
Call Federal Loan Modification at 1-800-240-2341. Our specialists are here to help restructure your mortgage and save your home from foreclosure. Don't delay. Call right now. 1-800-240-2341.
Monday, the day 73% of paper jams occur. Usually on a page that's pretty important. So you open flap C, press the tab, and check tray 3, but nothing's there. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN.
And this Monday, that means Aaron Rodgers and the Packers battle Brian Urlacher and the playoff-hungry Bears in the NFL's longest-running rivalry.
Make it to Monday night, and you will be saying TGI MNF in no time.
The NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship, presented on ESPN by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We'll pick you up. And in part by Pontiac, official performance machines of the NCAA.
Beautiful winter's night in Omaha, Nebraska. And the joints jumping inside the Quest Center as Nebraska tries to erase a 2-0 deficit. They've gotten one set back, and they're up here in the fourth. They are out-blocking the top blocking team in the country. And they are holding the top hitting team in the nation under 200 here in the last two sets.
Held them down to 103 in the third, 150 right now in the fourth. Who would have thunk it?
Anderson dumps on two.
She's really picking her spots well tonight. Normally she'll do that a lot more often, but she knows that it's wisest to be a little more sparing with that one, with the great Penn State blockers in front of her.
And now their best server, Larson. Glass to Brown. Slams it. Penn State within one. Larson, the tip out of the back.
Holhouse wiping her shoes. She actually slipped. She had a good beat on that ball, but took one slip, one step where the foot just didn't catch the floor, and the ball falls for the point.
Back set to Brown. She's been their best weapon here in the fourth.
And hitting for the highest numbers all told this match. Probably about 500 now. At the break it was 455.
Mueller. Back to Mueller. Blocked. Third time. It's a charm.
Tell you, if you're Penn State, you don't want to go to a fifth.
Nope.
Anything can happen. Now's the time to turn it.
Haven't dropped a set all season, and now they're looking at losing two in a row. Hodge with the kill.
And still unable to get the ball to the best hitter in the country, most efficient one, Krista Hermato. Just gone absolutely quiet offensively the last two sets.
Back set, Mueller, stuffed. Mueller again, dug up. Glass, there's Hermato, and there's a kill.
And she needs her attempts because she's the heart of that team. She gets them going emotionally so much. You just see how fired she was there, how fired up. She needs those opportunities to do that for her team.
Anderson to Light, good. The big girl goes over the top. A fifth game. It hasn't happened in 27 years. Huskers. Can it happen twice in one night? In the semifinals, down 2-0, Stanford rallying to beat Texas earlier tonight. And now Nebraska trying to match it. The Cardinal are into the final. They'll take on the winner of this matchup Saturday at 8 Eastern on ESPN2. It's the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Remarkable turnaround by the Huskers.
Well, after last Saturday when they came back from 2-0 down at Washington on Washington's home floor, pretty much everybody in Nebraska thought that's as good as it can get. If they do this tonight against an undefeated Penn State that had not lost a single set, this will absolutely, they already sealed the legend, but now they're going to have to erect statues all over the state.
They'll have to retire everybody's jersey on the team if they can do that.
This team is not supposed to be able to do this. The talent was really here last year when everybody returned from the NCAA championship team. But this is one of the reasons Coach Cook says Jordan Larson is the best player in the program history, because she didn't have on paper a tremendous supporting cast. And look what this group is doing.
Making everybody around her better is Jordan Larson. Armato stuffed. Free ball. Larson. Ooh. Too close to let that one go. Faucet out of the back. Oh. Kept alive. Larson. And Hodge ends it.
Will file that one away. Nebraska, even though they don't win it, that's the kind of effort they've been doing. The whole crowd applauding Nebraska. Well deserved. They need a break, a breather after that one, and that's exactly what Coach Cook's giving them.
Timeout. Oh, that was spectacular. On both sides of the net, turning it up. Nebraska by one here in the fourth. If they win it, we go to a fifth set to decide who gets to play Stanford. They're cheering the loudest, by the way, because whoever wins this is going to need their rest tomorrow. Facing elimination last Saturday night against Washington, came back from down 0-2. They watched earlier tonight as Stanford faced an 0-2 deficit to Texas and came back and won it. And now trying to do the unthinkable and knock off undefeated Penn State. They've won 62 matches in a row, an NCAA record. They've already ended the NCAA record consecutive sets won that Penn State had 111 in a row tonight. They are just so tough to beat inside the borders of the state of Nebraska. Hodge serves. Glass, Fawcett, she's blocked. Glass could not connect with Armato, who goes down hard. Point Nebraska.
Her second opportunity. Glass trying to fake like she was going to attack to open it up even more for Armato, but faked out her own hitter a little bit.
Fawcett. Did it get down? No, just wide. Point Nittany Lions. 20 kills now for Fawcett, 20 for Hodge for Penn State. And this is the rotation now for the Nittany Lions, where Armato leaves the game. And Ream comes in to serve. The tip effective.
Nice recognition by Gates there. Block all over her, so she tips it behind. Glass actually reading it well, but not controlling it.
Two points away from forcing a fifth set. Larson.
And, it looked like Larson, she wanted to go back to serve, try to get that ace to make it go a fifth.
Fawcett keeps Penn State alive. Another set point for Nebraska.
So Nebraska in a two-hitter rotation. It's Gates and Larson. Got to expect Larson to get the ball.
She does. And she terminates.